So I recently watched the Chainsaw Man movie and it was freaking awesome. I loved this film from start to finish. It was so good. The animation was amazing. I loved Chainsaw Man, and getting to watch all the characters and the fights happen on the big screen was really cool. It was just an awesome movie, and I'm going to be getting into it, but like the title of this video says, this video will include spoilers for Chainsaw Man movie, the Reze arc, so if you don't want to get spoiled, then click off this video right now because I'm going to be going over almost everything. You're still here? Alright, let's do this. The first thing I like about this film is the fact that it's a movie and not like a traditional anime where the story is told over the course of episodes. And the reason why I like that is because the way the arc unfolds and the way the story plays out, it fits so much better as a movie. And considering that it's an hour and 40 minutes, this would have been about 5 to 6 episodes, which I mean, yeah, it still would have worked, but the first 2 or 3 episodes would have just been Makima and Denji and Reze hanging out, and then the last 2 episodes would have been the fight between Denji and Reze, which again could still work in an anime over the course of multiple episodes, but I just think that the way the story unfolds works so much better in movie format. Now, before I glaze this movie for a few minutes, I'm gonna get the one thing that I didn't like about it, and it was the fact that like in the beginning it was a little slow. For the first 30 to 40 minutes, I'd say, or perhaps even longer, it's mainly just Denji hanging out with first Makima, and then he gets introduced to Reze, and then they start hanging out. And then for like 30 minutes they start going on dates, and then they go to the school at night, and then that's basically what the film consists of. And it also slowly foreshadows the fact that Reze's really not this cute innocent girl. There's something secretive going on, like she has some ulterior motive when it comes to Denji, which obviously is later revealed when she bites part of Denji's tongue off and almost kills him in order to get the chainsaw heart. But anyways, while it was a little slow, it honestly was really cute and wholesome until it's revealed that Reze was just playing Denji like a dang fiddle. And I also kind of do like that the film didn't go straight into the action and instead kind of slowly built it up over time, but before that you get to see all these slice of life moments between the characters, which again was really wholesome to see, despite the fact that it felt a little slow. But let me tell you, once Reze bit part of Denji's tongue off, the film quickly freaking ramps up the action and it is an almost non-stop thrill ride from there. Mappa put everything they had when it came to the final battle with Denji and Beam versus Reze and the Torpedo Devil. The animation was just so freaking good, like, oh my gosh, it was beautiful. And not just the big fight either, the whole movie was very well animated. They cut no corners when it came to that, and they especially locked in when it came to the 30-minute fight scene or however long it was. And I especially love how they animated Reze using her bomb devil powers, because it was so freaking cool. Like whenever she would snap her fingers and you would see the little spark flying towards whoever she was aiming at, and then it became a huge, beautifully animated explosion, especially during that part in the main fight where each one of Reze's explosions was a different color. That was just so freaking awesome. And my personal favorite showcase of her powers was when Reze got decapitated and like her head got thrown into the building, but then she used that as a bomb and then she regenerated her entire body and just continued using her freaking powers to blow up that entire building. And I also like how she kind of caused explosions with her feet to propel herself forward really far and almost like kind of fly. And I also like that one moment where she turned one of her body parts into a freaking missile and aimed it at Denji. It was just so cool the way her powers were shown. Honestly, when it comes to the devils in Chainsaw Man, the Bomb Devil is by far my favorite when it comes to abilities because man, it was just so awesome. Now, while I love the Bomb Devil's abilities, I'm not gonna lie, I hated Reze when it was revealed that she was just after the chainsaw heart the entire time, because she freaking stabbed my boy Denji in the back, almost literally. All that stuff about the freaking running away together on that night school day, yeah, that was just her manipulating him. And Denji is my favorite character too, so seeing him get done dirty like that for like the 100th time freaking hurt, dude. And I liked Reze too in the beginning, like she just seemed really cute and wholesome, and then she just goes and does that. Like, what the heck, man? I personally felt betrayed, despite the fact that I knew it was gonna happen, because I saw a few manga panels of the Reze arc before the movie even got announced, but that betrayal still did not hurt any less. It's like when I read the Eclipse and Berserk for the first time, despite the fact that I knew what was going to happen, it still hurt just as bad. Screw Griffith. All my homies hate Griffith. But anyways, getting back to Chainsaw Man, despite the fact that I hated Reze during their fight, I started to like her again for a bit at the end when she decided not to run away, but instead go back to the cafe and meet up with Denji for a date, only for Makima to freaking step in and kill her in such a horrific way, literally right across the street from the cafe. Like, oh my gosh, man. And I felt really bad for her during that, because you can see she had a change of heart and started to develop real feelings for Denji, but freaking not on Makima's watch. And it left the film on a very heartbreaking and sad note, but honestly, this is Chainsaw Man. Those kinds of things are very common. And my boy Denji will forever think he got stood up. Like, man, he just cannot catch a break. One last thing I want to say is that I do like how some of the side characters got to shine, like my boy Aki got a moment when he was fighting the Bomb Devil. Galgali also got a pretty funny moment where he was fighting Reze at first, but then immediately left when he saw how powerful she was. I also kind of wish that we got to see more of Power in this film. Like, I understand she wasn't in it for a while because she was getting her blood drained, but dang it, I love Power, and I wish we got to see her in action in this movie. It also would have been really cool to see her help Denji and Beam fight the Bomb and Torpedo Devils. Like, that actually would have made for some very solid action sequences. But obviously, we're never going to see that because both of those devils are dead. But overall, I give Chainsaw Man the movie Reze Arc an 8 out of 10. It was super enjoyable from start to finish, and I really do hope we get to see more Chainsaw Man content in the future because I freaking love what Map is doing. And that's going to do it for the video. Thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.